Hello and welcome to our exclusive Sussex County Farm and Horse Show, New Jersey State Fair coverage with Mugs Media. I am your host, Nikki Morville, and we are here on the Fairgrounds where everything is happening. I am here with Rich Hamler, who is going to tell us all about the best part of the fair, the horse show. So, Rich, tell me a little bit about this. I mean, for those people living under a rock, how long has this been going on for? Many, many moons, right?
81 years.
Wow.
Started in 1936 as a horse show, one day, which expanded to 3 and 4 days, which expanded to a week.
Wow.
Then it evolved into the Sussex County Farm and Horse Show, and then we became the official New Jersey State Fair. And I got to put this plug in because a representative from the State Fair Association that goes around and checks all the fairs,
Yeah.
quote unquote,
Really official.
yep, her name is Lynn. She said she was proud to call our fair the New Jersey State Fair.
So all these other people out there who are calling your fairs the real state fair, this, folks, is the real state fair. You heard it here from Rich, okay, guys?
That's exactly correct. That's our title, the New Jersey State Fair.
And how about that history? Look at where we've started, folks, 81 years later on this beautiful Sunday in August, and we are still kicking. How about that?
And as we at the horse show, part of the fair, have horse shows here from April to October of all different kinds. And every year we hope to expand that schedule.
Wow.
But this is our big A-rated show. Means it's like the top of the crop.
Yeah, the best in show, right?
And we have a broad mix of horses here, English, Western discipline, driving, such as in horse and carriage driving, exhibitions, everything from like a circus style exhibition, which we have here tonight with a group called Cavallo. And if you haven't seen that, you got to see it. We have brought back this year for the first time in several years the 6-horse hitch classic, which will be today.
Fabulous.
You don't want to miss that. Be here to film it or I'm never going to interview again. It's spectacular to see. It's a lot of fun. It's a real crowd pleaser.
Awesome.
And we love having them here. Today is the American Quarter Horse Association show. People here come and they earn double points when they're here because it's judged with more than one judge. So they earn prize money, they have fun, they get exercise, they see their fellow horse people, and they want to come back next year.
Bragging rights?
Exactly.
Wow, look, there is so much here, and it sounds like so many different horse events for any type of rider. You could find your strut and your style here.
We've had everything from little tiny mini horses, ponies, light horses, they're called light horses, and heavy horses. And when I'm saying heavy horses, we're talking, we've had horses here that weigh 2,400 pounds.
Wow.
Tonight you'll see that at the hitch classes with Belgian horses.
Wow.
We also have riders from as little as what we call the lead line classes with little 2- and 3-year-old kids on the horse being led by mom or dad or big brother.
That's adorable.
So that's what we're proud about. We also have local day today, which is our local Sussex County residents doing English discipline and Western discipline. So we have something for everybody.
I love it.
If you like horsey stuff, we got it.
Awesome.
And if you haven't seen something you'd like to see, let me know. I'll find it.
Man, Rich is making promises here, folks. So listen.
I always do that, and then I go home and I say to my wife,
How'd I do that?
how am I going to get that? But I'll do it. I'll figure it out.
Well, it's such a pleasure talking with you, someone who's so knowledgeable and so passionate about this. You emulate it. It's just oozing out of you all this passion for this horse show. I love it.
I've been coming to the Sussex County Horse Show since, well, I don't want to tell you, 70 years.
Stop.
Yes, since I'm a little kid.
So if it's been 81 years minus 70, so you were, is that?
I'm over 70. That's a fact. And I've loved it since I'm a little boy. When I grew up and had the opportunity to become part of it, I grabbed at it. And I got so involved with the horse show, they asked me to be involved with the fair. And I do everything I can to make the fair fun for everybody. And when I see the people smiling and laughing, that's my reward.
Well, what a pleasure to talk to you again, honestly. What a nice guy. Folks, hey, guess what? If you're here, you better say hi to Rich. Go find him.
Usually a tall guy in the red shirt.
Tell him what you like. Don't tell him what you don't like, or he's going to try to fix it.
Tell me what you don't like. I'll work on it.
All right, thanks so much, Rich. I appreciate it.
Thanks for talking with us.
Folks, we're going right into the opening ceremonies. Dan Cleary was here for that big event.
Opening day ceremonies are always an exciting time here at the fair. We get to reflect on the history of the fair, recognize people who have spent a great deal of time creating what we have here at the New Jersey State Fair and the Sussex County Farm and Horse Show. This year we're recognizing 5 individuals, Phoebe Shotwell, Fred Howe, Tom and Helen Webb, and Aldo Sayre. Each of those individuals have spent decades here turning the fairgrounds into what it is today.
At opening ceremonies today, you're going to see 5 people who have put in over 150 years working with the fair being honored. We have our local politicians that come. Senator Oraho is here. Assemblyman Space is going to be here. We're also going to recognize all of the candidates for the Queen competition, and it will be the chance for Kelly Wask, who's the 2016 Queen, to kind of give her last hurrah, and she's going to sing for us as well this evening.
Everybody loves coming to the fair. You know, the Sussex County Fair, the New Jersey State Fair. Everybody loves coming here. You have, obviously the traditional, farm and horse show. You got the commercial side as well with all the rides and whatnot. I particularly like this side of the, obviously with all the livestock, with all the arts and the crafts, and it's just it's fun for the whole family.
What a great showcase this is for the state of New Jersey. People outside of the state, they think of the smokestacks and Newark Airport. They don't realize what a gem it is up here.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and with my district, District 24, all of Sussex, 11 towns in Warren and in Mount Olive, it's the largest district in the state. But how many people come up to the office and said, "We're still in New Jersey?" I said, "Absolutely, we're still in New Jersey. This is, we're a 4-season area." And this is, when you go for the recreation, the tourism and whatnot that in New Jersey, this is a main part of the assets of New Jersey, without a doubt. And the fair is part of that main asset. I mean, people love coming here. You'll have people from all over the state and all over from other states coming because they've heard about the New Jersey State Fair, and that's us, the old Farm and Horse Show.
That was important to honor these volunteers that over the years have given so selfless of their time and effort to help out this fair.
We actually have a very small paid staff here, and all of the different exhibits and things are run by volunteers. I don't think that people realize people work all year putting little bits of it together, and then last week, all of a sudden, it just boomed into flower here.
If we did not have the countless volunteers that exercise all of the things that they do here, we would not have a fair. I mean, our full-time staff help keep the place in shape, prep it for the fair, but when it comes down to giving it the country flavor and a real touch of Sussex County, it's our volunteers that make that happen.
Just tell the people out there some of the new rides, new events, what's new here at the fair.
Well, in our family entertainment area, we have a new exhibit called Dinosaurs Rock, which is amazing. It's got all kinds of fossils and very knowledgeable people that will talk to you and your kids about that. We have some equestrian arts group that not only is riding in the horse show, but is also riding in outdoor entertainment. We had our Dollar Day. We have the draft horses are back in the horse show. And of course, we have all the regular things that people love. But if you stroll around, you might see things like our extreme pogo stick jumpers, and we have someone doing like a Cirque du Soleil act. So we have things tucked away.
And how great is it that the tradition that the ceremonies end with Mr. Aldo Sayre doing the rooster call?
We've done the rooster crow for years and years and years, and it's what everybody looks forward to. And by now, Mr. Sayre is an absolute expert at that.
So let's welcome the fair.
So folks, we're back here. I am standing with my beautiful goddaughter, Lucia Love. And Lucia is going to be here doing this one day, performing as you are going to show these horses one day, Lucia. Tell me, you have a love for horses. Folks, this is what it's all about, is kids here at the fair. Lucia, tell me what you like about horses.
Because
Are they big and fun?
like I like about them, like they kind of like have a sense of humor.
Horses have a sense of humor? Well, I didn't know that. I love it, Lucia. How adorable. Well, folks, there are so many people here at the fair, at the horse show, having such a great time. Our next story, again, is brought to you by Dan Clary.
This is XPogo, and we're out here to put on a show for everyone at the fair, and we specialize in doing tricks and stunts and going really high, making everyone go, "Oh!" and doing backflips and front flips to entertain the crowd.
Now, obviously, people, when you think of pogo sticks, are not thinking about what you guys do. Just talk about some of the stuff you do that's pretty dangerous and highly skilled.
These pogos aren't your normal pogos. They're not spring. They're air compressed. It's like an air piston, and you pump air in it with a bike pump, and then that's what gives all the power to jump over 7 feet high in the air.
How much time do you guys put into this? If this is something well choreographed and you guys got your act down, how much time do it take to put this all together?
Some of us have been pogoing up to 15 years. I've been doing it for about 6. How many years have you been doing it?
I've been doing it for about 8 years, and I'd say we practice ideally a few hours a week, to stay sharp when we do between shows, and it's a pretty good thing to be good at. So,
how'd you get into it?
So about 8 years ago when I started, I saw a video of one of the guys I know now, he pogo with, doing backflips on YouTube, and I just instantly was interested in that and got one of these extreme pogo sticks, and ever since then it kind of just clicked with me and just got, started doing a lot of flips and all kinds of tricks, and then kind of got recognized so I could start doing shows and stuff like this.
And is there a favorite one that you do, trick or stunt, or one that you're very most proud of?
I think the probably my favorite one to do is either a front flip or a stick flip. Those are just the most fun, and I'm pretty proud of all the tricks really, because it's really it really takes a lot to learn all that stuff. So I'm pretty proud of everything we've done.
Now you guys go all around. You're at the New Jersey State Fair, Farm and Horse Show. Where else do you guys go? You travel all around?
Yeah, we do baseball shows and halftime shows, and I just got back from Orange County Fair in California, and where did you just come from?
The last show I just did was actually on a tropical island off Africa at the resort, so that was really cool. So, there's a whole variety of stuff we end up doing, like TV shows, basketball, baseball, all sorts of things. It's really cool.
Did you ever think in a million years that doing this would take you all over the world?
Never thought that. Even when I started, I never thought I would get to this point. So it's been a fun ride so far.
All right, Dan, thanks for that story on extreme pogos. Alrighty, folks, we have a quick commercial break brought to you by these sponsors.
Real people, Stihl people. From full-time professionals to weekend warriors, they trust Stihl and servicing Stihl dealers. Right now, hardworking Stihl blowers start at $139.95 and legendary Stihl chainsaws start at $179.95. Find your Stihl dealer at stihldealers.com or search STIHL. Real people, Stihl people. Join us.
Sparta Cancer Center, the only advanced oncology center in Sussex County.
The Sparta Cancer Center is able to provide comprehensive cancer services to anybody who has been diagnosed with cancer, and the key is that we offer these services to the local community so that people don't have to travel far to get excellent comprehensive care. The most satisfying, I would say, is really just seeing the patients through the treatments and then seeing them when they come back fully recovered and basically leading their normal lives and getting back to the way they were before all this started.
Sparta Cancer Center, 89 Sparta Avenue, Suite 130. Treated right here.
where dedication is a tradition, a helping hand in a time of need, the family that's brought you comfort for over a century. Iliff-Rugiero Funeral Home, we're here because we care.
Welcome back to the New Jersey State Fair Sussex County Farm and Horse Show exclusive coverage brought to you by Mugs Media. I'm your host, Nikki Morville. All right, folks, to kick off the next part of our show, we have got the Parade of Tractors. Looks like a lot of fun, brought to you by Dan Cleary.
Every day for the fair at 2 o'clock we have a parade for any kids or adults that want to ride in the parade. It's free for everybody, and it takes about 20 minutes to do the parade, and then we're done.
And how did you get involved in doing this? It seems like it's a nice thing and it's a fun thing.
Well, I was born on a dairy farm, raised, and but I was a builder all my life. But my father bought a tractor in 1952, which I still have, and did tractor pulling and stuff like that. And the Antique Engine Club was basically engines, but about 10 years ago I got in it, and we had some tractors, but now it's grown that we have more tractors than antique engines.
And just talk about that lifelong love of fixing tractors and riding them.
Well, you know, we started years ago tractor pulling, and just being competitive. Beat thy neighbor, don't let thy neighbor beat you. And just love that old tractor. There was 4 of us boys on the farm. We all run it and try to ruin it, but it's still here.
And I think this also brings out this is still the Farm and Horse Show as well. It's not just the carnival rides, it's the agriculture side. How important is that for people not from the area to realize?
It's really important, and it's still basically agriculture and horses. More horses than agriculture at this point, because farming in the area has faded out from what it was years ago. It's not anywhere near what we used to have.
So you must look forward to this 10 days every year, huh?
Well, 10 days, plus we do parades throughout the year. We do the 4th of July parade in Sparta. We do the Veterans Parade in Branchville, and other parades too, but they're the 2 biggies.
So if anyone's walking around, they can come by too and catch a ride.
Right, and we even have a backup wagon if we have overflow.
All right, good story, Dan. On to the next. Hey, who doesn't like dinosaurs out there? I was always a huge fan growing up. So many kids love it. Well, we have a story for you. This is called Dinosaurs Rock.
Dinosaurs Rock is an educational company based out of Rockland County, New York. We do a lot of educational programs, and our motto is we bring the museum to you. So, you know, you go to a museum, you see a lot of really cool pieces, a lot of fossils and stuff. We took that idea and we expanded it. We bring the museum to you. So we do birthday parties, school events, camps, and we bring out our exhibit, talk about a lot of the pieces. At the end of all of our programs, we'll end up doing a fossil dig or a gemstone mining station where kids can actually take home some really cool pieces like real rubies, emeralds, sapphires, maybe some real fossilized shark teeth, crinoid stems, a lot of different cool pieces like that.
It seems over the last 15, 20 years or so, people have become very fascinated with dinosaurs and all things that, I don't know if it was Jurassic Park movies that did it, but I'm sure you've seen an uptick in that. Just talk about why this has become so popular.
Now, I think Jurassic Park is 100% the reason for that. I think you have, first of all, for some reason you have kids, the kids' fascination with dinosaurs. That's just like number one. For some reason, every kid you find, when they see a dinosaur, they just freak out. They love it. But I think that definitely the increase in popularity is due to Jurassic Park and Steven Spielberg, and I think that's really important that people can learn more about educational programs like this.
Yeah, I was going to say, if it's fun and educational, that's a win-win for everyone.
It's perfect. That's exactly what you want.
Is there any certain part of this showcase that kids are more gravitated to?
Oh, everybody loves Sue the T-Rex. We just got it. It's our T-Rex skull. It's discovered in the past few years. We have a cast of it in the inside. It's it's the biggest T-Rex probably you ever found. And people gravitate towards that. It's a full skull. It's amazing.
Now, how'd you guys get into this? Is this your background educationally? I mean, this is so specific.
So my dad started this company when I was around 3 years old, and the way he got into it is when he was around 6 years old, he cracked open a geode, and inside was this beautiful amethyst crystal. And when he saw that, it completely just it set him on this path. He fell in love with gems and minerals and dinosaurs and all these different things. So when he grew up, he was done with the corporate life. He said, you know what, let's start my own business, and it just blew up.
And I don't know if you know, Sussex County is home to some very rare gems, Franklinite and the mines over there. So this is a hotbed for that. So I'm sure you're going to get a lot of people here, I hope, throughout the course of the week.
Oh yeah, we already have a lot of people talking to us about the local stuff, so it's been great. It's really been great.
If people want to contact you guys to come and do your presentation, how would they do?
Facebook page, email, you can call us up. Basically every single bit of social media, we cover everything. Instagram, everything.
All right, folks, we have to bring you a quick commercial break brought to you by these fabulous sponsors.
Real people, Stihl people. From full-time professionals to weekend warriors, they trust Stihl and servicing Stihl dealers. Right now, hardworking Stihl blowers start at $139.95 and legendary Stihl chainsaws start at $179.95. Find your Stihl dealer at stihldealers.com or search STIHL. Real people, Stihl people. Join us.
Sparta Cancer Center, the only advanced oncology center in Sussex County.
The Sparta Cancer Center is able to provide comprehensive cancer services to anybody who has been diagnosed with cancer, and the key is that we offer these services to the local community so that people don't have to travel far to get excellent comprehensive care. The most satisfying, I would say, is really just seeing the patients through the treatments and then seeing them when they come back fully recovered and basically leading their normal lives and getting back to the way they were before all this started.
Sparta Cancer Center, 89 Sparta Avenue, Suite 130. Treated right here.
Where dedication is a tradition, a helping hand in a time of need, the family that's brought you comfort for over a century. Iliff-Rugiero Funeral Home. We're here because we care.
Welcome back to the Sussex County Farm and Horse Show, New Jersey State Fair exclusive coverage by Mugs Media. I am your host, Nikki Morville. All right, folks, next up out there, we have got a fabulous story about a local school, Newton, who's got the coolest program around. They've got some Newton Robotics, and I spoke with everybody there. Our first stop today is at the Newton Robotics, and this is really interesting here, folks. So much to learn right here in our county. I am here with some fine, very smart individuals. Actually, two co-captains who graduated. Now they're passing the baton to all these smarty pants behind me. Liam, tell me a little bit about Newton Robotics. What is it?
So Newton Robotics team is a high school robotics team here in Newton, New Jersey. We're from Newton High School. It ranges from freshmen to sophomores. We compete in the first robotics competition every year. And so what that means is in the beginning of each January, for 6 weeks, we have to build a new robot that would fulfill the challenge. And throughout the year, we also have to, make sure that we influence STEM towards other people around the community. And pretty much, it's an educational experience for all high school students to get involved in the STEM field.
Now that's really neat. Now, what made you want to be a part of something like this in this interesting club?
This group opens so many doors for so many people, especially being a woman in a STEM field. There's such a demand in our culture in these days for engineers, for just anyone in the sciences. And to be able to do something like this allows you to network and make connections, which you wouldn't normally get as a high school student.
I love it. I love it. And I love that maybe possibly as a woman in what maybe used to be a man's field, you can step right in there and make your mark.
Yeah, actually, I just graduated. I'm going off into a science field right now. So
awesome. Where are you going?
I'm going to the University of Rhode Island.
Good for you. Very cool. Cool. So Liam, tell me a little bit more. So now when you guys do these robotic challenges, what are they looking for when you build this robot?
So when we build this robot, they're really looking for pretty much to see how well your team can actually work on the field and how the robot design, how the robot design is unique and creative. So there's actually several awards that you can win for the robot. But other than that, they're really looking for teamwork, and gracious professionalism is a thing that they have, that where everybody works together in a professional environment.
Right. Keys to life, folks. What we need to learn is gracious professionalism and how really you take that into the workforce. So I really like that. Now, you said earlier to me, at the end point of building this robot, it's done. You said bag it, tag it, done. No longer. How strict are they on that rule?
It's actually very strict. As Liam mentioned, there's 6 weeks, so everyone gets together in the beginning of the 6 weeks. The challenge is released to everyone at the very same time, and then you have 6 weeks to then go ahead, design your robot, collaborate with your team, and actually build it and produce it. And then once the 6 weeks is over, you literally put your robot in a giant plastic bag. They have a little tag that you zip tie onto it, and there's even like a sheet, your coach has to sign it, fill it out. It's very strict. They are very serious about only 6 weeks.
Yeah, that's interesting. Now, how did you guys do last year? Pretty good? Team Aperture?
So this year we actually made it to St. Louis. We made it to the International World Championship, and we won a Industrial Safety Award out of, I think, about 138 teams in our division. Both divisions, I think, right? Yeah. And it's pretty much a big accomplishment for us. We actually did very well this year. The robot did very well this year.
You guys know your stuff, and I am very impressed. I'm many moons older than you guys, so I think if they had this back in the day, I can see a lot of people really taking it to the next level out in the workforce. I think it's wonderful. So folks, nice job. Keep at it. I'm going to check up on you next year and see who Fluffy's friend's going to be next year here, okay? All right. I encourage you all to keep at it. And folks, if you're interested in something like this, is there a website or anything that they can look into?
Yep. So currently we're actually rebuilding our website right now. So we're revamping it, sort of. You can go to www.newtonroboticsteam.org or newtonrobotics.org. Sorry, newtonrobotics.org. And you can see what we've got here. We have a Facebook and we have an Instagram that you guys can follow as well.
And actually there's another website too. It's www.firstinspires.org, which is the website for the international organization, which will also detail all the other teams that are out there all over the world, not just us too.
Talented group of kids here. Thanks, folks. All right, folks, we've got one more quick break. Stay with us. We will be right back.
Real people, Stihl people. From full-time professionals to weekend warriors, they trust Stihl and servicing Stihl dealers. Right now, hardworking Stihl blowers start at $139.95 and legendary Stihl chainsaws start at $179.95. Find your Stihl dealer at stihldealers.com or search STIHL. Real people, Stihl people. Join us.
Sparta Cancer Center, the only advanced oncology center in Sussex County.
The Sparta Cancer Center is able to provide comprehensive cancer services to anybody who has been diagnosed with cancer, and the key is that we offer these services to the local community so that people don't have to travel far to get excellent comprehensive care. The most satisfying, I would say, is really just seeing the patients through the treatments and then seeing them when they come back fully recovered and basically leading their normal lives and getting back to the way they were before all this started.
Sparta Cancer Center, 89 Sparta Avenue, Suite 130. Treated right here.
Where dedication is a tradition, a helping hand in a time of need, the family that's brought you comfort for over a century. Iliff-Rugiero Funeral Home, we're here because we care.
Welcome back, folks, to the New Jersey State Fair Sussex County Farm and Horse Show exclusive fair coverage. I am your host, Nikki Morville. We are bringing this to you all week long through Mugs Media. Folks, we will be here doing games, we'll do rides, we're going to have every single story possible on so many things here at the fair. You've got to tune in. You got to check us out on Facebook, Mugs Media, like us. You can also check us out on Instagram. All right, folks, our next story is something that I love near and dear to my heart, folks. It's wine. If you have children out there, you may like to enjoy a glass of wine or two during the day, during the night. Just kidding, folks, after 12. But no, this year we learned all about the finest wines that are here in Sussex County and around the surrounding area in the state. And we got all the information just for you. I am here with Danny Klein, and we are in front of all these beautiful wine bottles that have some gorgeous medals around them. It is the New Jersey Grape Challenge, and you had it. So let's talk about it. What do we have in front of us here, Danny?
We have an array today of some of the award-winning wines that were selected at a independent judging of certified wine judges about 2 weeks ago to be displayed out here at the New Jersey State Fair. We had about 136 wines total entered, and we had a panel of 15 judges and a bunch of helpers to go through every wine and taste and test and make sure the quality of the wine is good. And then they rate them on a scale using the UC Davis scale, 0 to 20. Okay. So any wine getting above a 18 is a gold, 15 to 17 would be a silver, and 13 to 16 is typically a bronze.
Tell me, what does a gold entail? How do you get the coveted gold medal?
A gold would be a wine that is of exceptional quality. So it would have very nice clarity, it would have a beautiful aroma, a wonderful taste, a wonderful finish and aftertaste, and a good balance. The quality of wine is based on balance of alcohol, sugar, tannins, and acid. Some of these are the best of the best. Now we do both a commercial and an amateur competition. Okay. And so the commercial competition is the best wines of New Jersey wineries.
Wow.
So
what are some of our best here?
The best, actually, this year the best to show is a brand new winery called Autumn Lake. They won, I believe, for their Traminette, which is a French-American hybrid. And it was very good, and all the judges liked it, although it was a very, very tight race because the best to show was split almost 50-50. It was decided by one vote over...
Came up runner-up.
The runner-up was Gene Ventimiglia, from Ventimiglia Winery, which is right around the corner, with his... what was it? It was a Fratelli Ventimiglia. It's a blend of 3 red wine grapes, Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Carignan. So
that's got to be tough. One vote. Oh my gosh. And he's right around the corner. So that is really neat. So I got to imagine his is really good.
Both Ventimiglia and Autumn Lake will be here in a couple minutes once we start our award ceremony, and they will be pouring their best wines too.
Awesome, awesome. Another perk here at the fair, folks. You come down and you get the best of show wine. What could be better? And then this is your amateurs over here, correct? Yeah. That means, what's an amateur? Someone who's never done it before?
Somebody who does not do it for commercial purposes. Okay. They do it in their house.
For their love.
By themselves, for their love of wine, or learn from their grandfather, or some guys do it in their basement, their garage, or with friends. Works out well. But some of these wines, I got to tell you, the amateurs, the quality over the last couple of years has come up so high that they're almost rivaling some of the commercial wines.
Wow.
Some of them were very good.
Well, Danny, it's always a pleasure meeting someone who knows what they're talking about with wine. I'm very impressed here, and I love how people can come, they get their awards, they can sample. What would you encourage to people next year to come on out and try this?
Definitely. If you're a winemaker, definitely get involved. There's write-ups in the paper and both on TV regarding the wine competition. If you're a commercial winery, definitely get involved because you get the publicity of winning the prestigious New Jersey State Fair, best of shows, or gold or double golds. Always very good for selling wine too. And just come out and have fun. We do a tasting here after the award ceremony. We're going to do about an hour and a half of wine tasting where you can taste 50 different types of wine and try and find out what you like and what you don't like and get to know wine better. Also, I belong to the American Wine Society. It's the oldest and largest educational commercial wine group in the United States. It's great, and we started a Sussex chapter out of the Fairgrounds. It's one of the fastest growing chapters in the country right now, and we have some wonderful wine tastings. Every month we meet the first Thursday of every month, and we meet here right at the State Fair, and we do different tastings on different subjects. Last month we did the history of California in 6 glasses. Next month we're doing ports. On September 7th we're doing a port wine tasting here, doing I think 7 or 8 ports paired with cheeses, nuts, chocolates, and even cigars.
And who can come?
Anybody can come. It's open to everybody.
What a great night out. How can you find out more about this?
Either go to the New Jersey State Fair website or AmericanWineSociety.org.
Danny, very, very knowledgeable on all this. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Another fun story for you folks. We have the beer contest covered. So we go from wine and we go right to beer. All right, guys. Now, this was so cool. I got to speak with some of the most educated beer professionals in the industry, where they actually have the best home brewed beer around. And I had the privilege to sample myself in this story. So folks, there are a lot of competitions at the fair. I'm gonna guess this is gonna be one of my faves. This is the New Jersey State Fair Sussex County Farm and Horse Show's home brewing competition. Got beer here, folks. All right, I'm with JJ. So tell me a little bit about, first of all, who are you guys? What are you doing here?
We're part of the Scuba Homebrew Club, but this competition is open to anyone that wants to enter. This is the 21st year that we've had the competition running, so it's the longest and oldest beer competition in New Jersey, and it's for beer. All of the beers here are homemade beers, so anybody that can make their own beer can enter the competition.
Fabulous. So let's start there. How do you even go about making your own beer, and then how would you know it was special enough to enter this competition?
Making beer is kind of like making tea. You have grains, hops, you're steeping it in water. Yeast is what makes it beer. It turns sugar into alcohol. And really, any beer can be entered. It doesn't have to be good. It has to be good to win. This is a nationally sanctioned event, so our judges are certified judges, nationally ranked judges. It's as official as the best cow or pig or any of the other stuff we have here. So
beer is just as important, right?
More important, I would say, right?
Trust me, a mom of 3, it's very important. So tell me a little bit about what you're looking for. What would be a grade A fine beer that would win the whole thing? What would take it?
Well, beers are entered into specific categories, so there's 34 categories about, and you're judged on appearance, aroma, flavor. You're checking for off flavors. When you're within your own category, there's a set of guidelines, so you're trying to brew to specific rules. But today, for the fair, it's the best of show judging. So last week we did the first round of judging, and all of the gold medal winners are here today. So we have the 20 or so gold medal winners will all go head-to-head today with our most experienced judges for the one best of show winner.
How do you get to be a judge? Because there's probably people sitting home right now going, why aren't I judging the beer competition at the fair?
To be a judge, you have to take training. There's a course you take, tests, you learn about beer, different off flavors. But anyone can be a judge in our competition. If you're into beer, you have a good palate, you know things with food and wine, you can volunteer to be a judge, and you'll always be paired with a certified judge. So every beer will be judged by at least 2 people, and one of them will be a certified judge. And then to answer your best of show thing, we have tons of great prizes, thousands of dollars of great prizes from a lot of sponsors. So best of show will go home with different, they'll have their beer brewed at a local brewery, so you'll be able to purchase the winner of today's beer.
And bragging rights. I mean, come on, they get to come home and they get to brag to everybody that they won.
Tons of bragging rights, yeah.
Hey, and we've got some local breweries here in Sussex County that have really been flourishing, and there's a lot of bars around that have a lot of taps that can accommodate with a lot of local brewing. Why is it important to support your local brewer?
everybody wants the freshest beer possible, and you're not going to get it fresher than local. I mean, it's like everything here at the fair is local, and our local breweries are our sponsors. Crow's is doing the Best of Show. Angry Eric Brewing has a Brewer's Choice. Jersey Girl Brewing has a special Jersey Pride category we did. They're brewing their beer. And Climax Brewing is doing some brewing for us as well. So it's a great opportunity for amateurs to become professionals. So.
I love it. Hey, it's like put your money where your mouth is. Get over here. You think you guys are good at brewing? Well, get over here next year at the fair and see what you got. So what do you have here? What's this little tasty beer in front of us?
We just grabbed a random beer. This was a Kolsch, so.
Good or bad? How do you describe this?
Well, two things. It's a good beer, but we're drinking it because it wasn't one of the gold medal winners, because those all get judged later. So anything that was below gold is getting drank today. And if you show up today, you can get free beer. So we'll hand your beer out to try and taste.
At this point, like I said, a mom of three, any beer tastes good. But this actually does taste pretty good. And if this beer didn't make the Best in Show gold winner nominees, I can only imagine what you guys are going to sample later. So again, how many people should you see here today? A whole bunch?
Well, we had almost 400 different beers entered in the competition, so a lot of beer, yeah. And hopefully we'll have all of those people here today to see if they won or not. So.
Popular event. I love it. The oldest running one here at the fair. Such a cool event, folks. Got to come out, check it out. Cheers. Cheers. All right, folks, there you have it for our first show here at the Sussex County Farm and Horse Show, New Jersey State Fair. I hope you enjoyed it. We are going to have so much coverage all week long. You're going to have to stay tuned in for the Queen, for the horse show, for so many 4-H events, folks. It just keeps getting better and better. Please check us out on Facebook, Mugs Media, like us on Instagram so you can get all the links so you can see exactly what's going on, and also make sure to tune in to Channel 10. Alrighty, folks, for exclusive fair coverage from Mugs Media for the New Jersey State Fair Sussex County Farm and Horse Show, I'm your host, Nikki Morville. Have a good night. Bye.